I ain't gonna waste no time. If you're a trader and you're watching this video, this is going to be the absolute best thing that you've ever heard in your life. You want to get to the millions, you want to live this life that you want to live, well, you got to pay attention to what I'm telling you. Because especially if you're a newbie or if you're a guy who's been in this space for a while, you're not seeing success, then listen to me. I'm going to give you 5 misconceptions that the market, the gurus, everyone tells you about trading, and it's not really true. Okay, so for those of you getting into trading, I'm going to give you a very clear picture. Okay, and for those of you who are struggling, I'm going to give you the answers on how to fix it. Okay, the first thing that people think the trader does is spend all of their time on the charts. Every single waking moment is spent looking at charts, looking at data, looking at news, looking at this, looking at that, looking at the cat outside and finding a way up. I can slap that cat into my screen and fucking trade it. Send it 100 pips up. That's not the case, bro. When you're a newbie, yes, spend all your time learning, doing everything you can, because you got to have a burning sensation to make it in this business. You got to learn every single thing that you possibly can to even have a chance of making it. So if you want to start and slack off, forget it. Okay, but once you get to a level where you're getting a bit more proficient, you're getting a bit more confident, you know what you need to do, then you don't need to spend all that time on it. My bro, you got into trading because you wanted to have freedom. So you answer me this question. Why are you spending 10 to 13 hours at the charts? Do you not realize that's messing your head up? The more you look at the charts, the more the devil is going to speak to you. The more it's going to mess with your head. And also, it's like, you got into this business for freedom, so why do you want to be shackled to it? And some people will say, oh, well, I only trade 2 hours a day and that's fine. Yeah, but bro, when you leave and go to your day job, or when you go and see your missus, or go and see your friends, you're taking all that energy with you, bro. You're worried about the chart, you can't leave it alone, you're just always there. You're always there. So learn to take a step back. You don't need to be there all the time. Now, there might be some traders who need to look at a bunch of things, and a very select few, but as majority of retail day traders who are technical analysis traders, you don't really need to be at the charts that much. See your setup, plot your levels, do what you need to do, execute the trade, manage the trade, leave the trade alone, boom, job done. You know me, bro, I got businesses that I want to work on, things I got to study. I got myself I want to work on. I got a lovely gym I can go to. I got a beautiful book. Bro, my life is not trading. And when you make trading your life and everything is on it, stop. It's messing you up. Trust me. If this is giving you problems, or if you have some problems, listen to what I'm saying. See if you can change that. Right. Second thing is, people always say, and it makes me cringe when I hear this, is that people say, you need the higher time frames to be successful. And I just honestly think that is an absolute load of bollocks. Makes me feel mad, bro. It's like, you are on Twitter with like 50,000 followers and you're telling people that they have to trade the higher time frames to be successful. Now, are the higher time frames useful? Would I advise them to anybody I was teaching? Absolutely. I don't think the lower time frames is good for people who are beginners, but then on the flip side, there is a part of me that does think you can be. Because on the higher time frames, whilst they are good, sometimes, have you guys ever seen, for example, like this, for example, you see this level and price is just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. It does not give two damns about key levels. Well, if you're on the lower time frames, you ain't going to care about that. Do you see what I mean? Even though this is a 5-minute chart, but you get what I'm saying. So if you're just trading price action on the lower time frames, you absolutely can do it. And majority of you are probably doing it because you want to, you're like me, you want to be a fast-paced trader. You don't want to be waiting hours and days for a trade. You want to be able to put your trade on, boom, be in and out for the day. Cool, you can do that. And there are some of you who want to take really high returns. That's what I do it as well, because I want to get in on an early move. But you've also got to be able to accept the fact that there's going to be times, because you want to get in on an early move, there's going to be times where you take that trade and it loses. And it's going to lose quite often, because the higher time frames tend to have more respectable key levels. Okay, their key levels are going to hold more than other key levels, whereas the lower time frames tend to be breaking. So if you get very good at losing, and you're able to manage your risk and you can cut your losses early and you're doing all the right things, then bro, you've got something very, very good. Very, very good. Okay? But you don't need the higher time frames. They can help you, but you don't need them. You just have to make sure you're taking a large amount out of the market when you win on the lower time frames, and you're also able to manage your risk and you're cutting your losses early, because there will be quite a few losses if that's how you're trading. The third point is that people say risk management is not important. I'm kind of mocking them a little bit by talking like that, but you know what the funny thing is that I was that person. And now, if this is familiar to you guys, then tell me if I sound, if I sound similar. I would say something along the lines of, well, I don't really get risk management, like, but how do I manage my risk? I'm risking 1%. That's a decent amount anyway. And I take 2 losses a day, so that's risk management in itself. I don't see what else I can possibly do. I just don't get it. And I go into a challenge and I would just flop. I would take a few wins and then boom, loads of losses. And guess what? The psychological errors happened and we've all been there and stuff. And pardon me. But the reason why risk management is so important is because it saves you from those periods. And we as traders think that because we've back-tested something, then it's going to provide the exact same results. That's not true. The back-tested results and even the forward-tested results is just a kind of rough estimation. And in my opinion, it's much better a forward test because then you're kind of testing yourself. It's not so much the strategy, what it kind of is, but it's also you. If you're executing well and you're doing good, then your results are a reflection of you. Does that make sense? So if you're doing really well and you're managing your risk, you'll be okay. So what does risk management look like? Well, you can essentially just drop your risk when you get into drawdown. You can start from 1% and maybe go to 0.5%, maybe go to 0.25%. It also looks like cutting losses early. And some people want to avoid it because they want to go for the big wins. Now, that's fine. If you can accept the fact that you will not manage your risk because you're just wanting to get like big dumps from the market, like big pumps, for example, and you don't really want to be waiting around, fine. But you got to accept the fact that you're going to lose some. You're going to blow some accounts, right? 2 seconds, guys. Another misconception is that you don't need jasmine tea to be a successful trader. You absolutely do. If you're not drinking jasmine tea and you're not successful, then get a cup. And I promise you, tomorrow you're making money. Joking. But jasmine tea is very delicious. If I'd advise any of you to go and drink it. It's very good for you. Very good for you. But yeah, people don't do it because people don't manage their risk because they say, well, I got a 60% win rate and that win rate is going to carry me. Okay, I got a 70% win rate and that win rate is going to carry me. Well, brother, let me ask you this question. If I got a coin, what is the win rate that I'm going to get heads? 50%. Okay. Now, is it possible that coin could land heads 3 times in a row, 5 times in a row, 4 times in a row, 6 times in a row, 10 times in a row? Absolutely it is. And trading is no different. Okay? We obviously put ourselves through a process where we can limit our losses and review our process, etc., etc. But you've got to be prepared for anything. You've got to be able to lower the risk. You've got to be able to manage your risk. Because your risk management will save you from those shit periods, which they're all coming. Every trader's going to have one. It's all coming for all of you. Okay? And once you're able to manage that risk and save yourself, the good days will come and you will milk it. You will absolutely milk it like a flipping cattle. Bit of a weird analogy there, but you get my point. People also say that strategy is everything. Now, if you are the kind of guy who sounds like this, oh, I got this brilliant strategy I backtested over the weekend. Holy moly, like I took loads. I was so surprised at how much I took out. It was so simple, so easy. I never thought it could be so easy. Oh my gosh, like I found it. I found my strategy. Like I can't wait. This is it. I've been losing so much and I can't wait to get into it. Boom, 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 boom. You get to the live market. You buy a 200k challenge for £1,000, $1,000. You take one win, take another win, and boom. It all comes crashing down. You take 1 loss, 2 loss, 3 loss, 4 loss, and your head is spinning. You are spinning. You're thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? It shouldn't have happened. I've never seen 4 losses before. I've never seen my trading strategy. I've never done this when I've been backtesting. Yada, yada, yada. Because 2 things are true. One thing is you're basing your entire results off your data, which is not always like the strongest thing. It's strong, but it's not a guarantee. And the second thing is that you're not thinking straight. Okay? That strategy is not that data is not guaranteed for your success. It's just a kind of rough idea. The market will do what the market wants to do. And it's not your strategy. That's the problem, my brother. What do you think it is? Do you think it's the neighbor's dog? Freddy, because he's barking all the time and now he makes my fucking dogs bark? Sorry, it's language. Do you think it's the market? You think it's the strategy, don't you? You think the 90% of traders lose because they all don't have the strategy that the 10% got. You're mad. Your brain is cooked. 200 degrees Fahrenheit, it's frying off, bro, with a big fat piece of bacon wrapped around it. See what I'm saying? Your head is gone. The way you fix this is to know that all strategies have losing periods, losing streaks, and it's all about your psychology and risk management. Now, the caveat to this is that you do have to have a strategy that is good, because you're not going to feel satisfied until you have a very good strategy. Nobody wants a strategy that's bringing in like 2% every 2 months. Come on, like, you want a good strategy. We're forex traders. We have the ability to make a very sizable sum of money. Don't have to make loads and loads, but come on, like, has to be something that you're okay with. Losing weeks are normal, losing months are normal, losing periods are normal. What is going to set you apart is that you build on the strategy. You take this strategy and forward test it and be like, do you know what? For like 20 odd days, it was doing really well. And then guess what happens? Some shit happens. You don't abandon it. You just pause and think, okay, maybe there's something I can learn here. How can I maximize my winners? How can I minimize my losses? And then you go through your data, right? And you build on it. And that is where the real power in your data is. Not because it says I got 50% win rate and I made 50R. No, but because you've got all your data in there. You've got the screenshots, you've got the trade levels, you've got everything in there, and you can see what you could have done differently. And once you build on that, and you'll build on your psychology, over time, you find me a good reason why that doesn't provide you with long-term success. Go through the losing periods. Keep trading the strategy. Manage your risk. I promise you, manage your risk and everything will be okay. The strategy is not everything. You are everything. Your discipline, your work ethic, your risk management, your psychology, your ability to believe, your faith in yourself and God and whatever it is, it's all you, not the strategy. And the last point that I wanted to mention, which is probably the most important, because this is more of a philosophical point. People think the trading lifestyle is Lamborghinis and money and Rolexes and bad bitches. Oh boy, let's get into this one. Let's unpack it very nicely and very firmly for you all, because you all need a fucking wake-up call. You do. And do you know what? I'm not here to bash on the people wanting Lamborghinis. Do I want a nice car? Hell yeah, I'd love to drive a McLaren. Do I want to have a nice watch? Of course I do. But my why is not tied down to material things anymore. And you know what? It never was in the first place. My why was always for the freedom. Okay? Trading, real trading now, I'm talking real trading, because there's a lot of guys out there who are fake as hell. Real trading is not spending your whole time at the beach drinking Mai Tais, making 50 grand a day. It's not a super fast lifestyle that everyone thinks of, and it's just, I wake up in the morning, put a trade on Euro USD, oh nice, oh it won, yeah, amazing, cool, take a shit, go off for the day. It's not the lifestyle of, oh yeah, I just take a loss and just, go on with my day, blah, blah, blah. Because whilst that point is true, none of you are at that level. I guarantee none of you guys are at that level where you can take a loss, and a few losses, or a string of losses, or a week of losses, or a month of losses, and still have confidence in yourself. You don't do it. Real trading is like a business. Why is it like a business? Because it is a flipping business. When you treat your trading like a business, a legitimate business, you won't be at the beach drinking Mai Tais. You won't be waking up late, itch your eyes and put a trade on and go back to sleep. You won't be having a spliff the night before. You won't be coming in on a hangover and saying, oh, I'm a trader, I can work whenever I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna... Nah, let me tell you what this requires. A massive amount of dedication, a desk which has got, very neat and tidy, organized mindset, very proficient, very professional, very stable, with a person in front of the laptop, right? Or behind the laptop, whichever way you're facing, I don't know the terminology. Someone who's exceedingly aware of where they're going, why they're doing it, and is completely aligning their actions with what they want to achieve. Okay? And once you've done that, and your trading results skyrocket, and you are this legitimate businessman who is making a shit ton of money because you went through years of pain and struggle and self-dedication and tenacity and grit and work to be able to build yourself put yourself on top of the anvil and get whacked with the hammer, shaped into someone who is able to take that lifestyle. Because my brother, you want to drive a Lamborghini, you want the Lamborghini lifestyle. Huh, bro, you're not even living the Ford Fiesta lifestyle. Bro, you're still on the Fiat 500. You're on the Fiat 500, bro. And you want to drive the Lamborghini Urus. The Fiat 500, now I'm not trying to knock these cars, okay? Like, I know people got these cars, I'm just trying to give it, there's a clear difference between a McLaren 756 and a Toyota Aygo, which is my car, by the way. And I love my little car. What do I need a big rich car for? I ain't there yet. I'll get there, bro. Trust me. In order to get that million, there's nothing wrong with it, but in order to get the millions, the life, the this, the that, the this, the that, you got to really put yourself in that perspective. Am I living in line with that? And I bet you, most of you guys ain't doing that, bro. You ain't doing shit to do that. Once you put it all on paper or put it on your wall or put it in a laptop document and write down truly, and you be honest with yourself, what does that person look like? And you work at that every single day, then guess what, buddy? Once you start killing it in the market, your funds will go up, you'll make money, you've got generational wealth, and you know what? You're at the place now where you can go and travel with your missus because you want to go to Turkey. And you bring your laptop with you, you trade by the pool. You've earned it now, bro. You've genuinely earned it, but don't think it's going to be your life. Nah. Your life is one of hard work and patience, and you're going to treat your business like a legitimate business. Look at the businessman that is sitting on the beach drinking Mai Tais. He only sits and drinks there once his business is successful in providing a great number of fruits. He doesn't do it when he's building. And you know what? He ain't on that beach forever. He's only on that beach when he's retired. So you got to take a good, hard think about that. Okay? Align yourself with what you want. Gather your expectations. Manage them correctly. Start doing the right things. Start putting the work in for yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't, watch the video again. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, you want to ignore it, then, bro, congratulations to you. Because clearly what you're doing is way better. And your results are skyrocketing and you're doing everything right. And I'm just talking a load of rubbish. It's fine. My apologies for being ignorant, you know. But guys, if you follow that and you listen to this and you actually think, well, do you know what? He's kind of making sense. He's actually making sense. And I can see that I'm not working as hard as I should be. No, I'm not living that millionaire lifestyle. I'm not that millionaire man. But you know what? I'm going to get there. I know I'm going to get there because I know I'm capable. And I know I can do it. And I know it's going to be hard. And it ain't going to be easy. But I know what's required of me. And bit by bit, I'm going to get my hammer and hammer myself on that anvil. And I'm going to work and work and work. And just like all these other traders who know where they're going, I know where I'm going. Guys, you can all get there and you will get there. For every single person who's watching this video, this is a message from me to you that every single one of you is absolutely able and has it within your power to achieve any success that you so humanly desire. Whatever it is. You want to drive a Lamborghini, you can get there. You want to just live a life of peace, you can get there. You want to have a small business that trading will be able to provide investment for, you can get there. You want to retire at 30 because you started trading when you were 26, you can get there. But it's only going to get there if you align yourself with what you want and you do things properly and you work as diligently and as professionally as you possibly can and you honestly manage your expectations. That is the only way. I cannot, for the life of me, have never met or seen a trader that does it the opposite way. Wakes up late, smokes weed, does whatever. And if they do, they ain't here for a long time. Trust me on that. I've seen it happen many, many times. And that is it. Guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like, drop a comment, tell me what you've liked, tell me what you didn't like, tell me how I can be better. Smash that flipping subscribe button. I hope I've gotten a lot of you guys to wake up and has lit a fire inside of you. Because like I said, every single one of you is destined for something. But it is up to you what that destiny becomes. It is up to you what your destiny becomes. You're either going to live a life of riches or poverty. Align yourself with one of them. And I'll see you soon. Take care.